Can you hear me now, Mike? Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, for some reason it got all switched around, Mike. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Were you able to get out today or not? I know you were trying to, but it was really cold. I went and flew a ship. Let me I just came back from flying a ship. Hey, there's Paul.
There we go. Live from Port Huron, Michigan.
There you go. Mike was first.
Mike was first. Oh,
Yeah,
hey. I would have bet on him.
I know you would have. Mike, every morning he tells me it's going to be you first.
Yeah.
Not to disparage anybody else, but that's what he always says. I says, who you betting on? And right out of his mouth, right out of the chute is Mike will be here.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sticking around tonight, Paul. I'm just cooking my supper. Gonna have it real quick, and I gotta leave.
Where you headed?
I don't know, Strathroy or Tilsonburg. I'm not sure which one. I think I'm going to go to Tilsonburg.
Sign?
Yeah, and I can't do Tilsonburg and Strathroy in the same day because one's at one end of the county, one's at the other end, right?
Yeah.
So just tomorrow I can't do both of them, so I'm gonna do one tonight. They're both one's a removal, and I had to pull it out, go next door, and drop it back in again for one.
Well, that's that one you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So I got to do that in Tilsburg. Strathroy's a removal. It's funny. I just put that one up in Strathroy not even 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
And anyways, I'm just waiting for a text message. I don't think she's done it yet. No, not yet. I got to do another sign. I got to do the sign tomorrow and aerials on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So, because I can't do aerials for the next 3 days.
You're busy. I got a call back on that Inspire.
Yeah.
Come to find out, I sold it to him.
No way.
And he only flown it once since he bought it from me.
Yeah. That was kind of a oops.
I offered him. I said my top is 900. I just can't go any more than that.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, let me think about it."
So why is it refurbished then?
I don't know.
Gracie wants outside again. So did Vader. Now the weather's getting a little nicer, but it was nice today.
Kiddies want to go out. Yeah.
Did you get my message, Paul?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I had to do a second run today. Eh?
Yeah, that's what you said. What, it got somebody sick or?
Well, yeah, somebody off with COVID.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I may have to do it tomorrow night and Friday night too. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I'm not 100% sure, but we may not go in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're talking about rain and ice.
Yeah, and they're starting about 4 o'clock in the morning, going through till 9 o'clock. Well,
right.
Guess what? Yeah, that's our school run time. So I don't know. It'll be interesting if we actually go tomorrow. Yeah, the only problem doing that run is it runs me. Well, it's not a big deal for me, but it puts me about 15 minutes behind on doing that run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're okay with it apparently. That's what. Well, see, the thing is, this guy's been off since last Thursday with COVID. And anyways, they've been able to cover his run, but now they got another driver off and they can't cover both of them. So he said, "You don't think you can do it in the morning, do you?" I said, "Oh no, not even." Well, I'm doing mine. That one should be done. So yeah, he's okay. He said, "We may have to cancel the bus run altogether, but if we can find somebody to do it in the morning." So they're working on it, I guess. So yeah. But anyways, I can do it afterward, but I can't do it, in the morning because the time the kids are supposed to be in school and all that.
Mike says you're being worked to the bone, Paul.
Oh yeah, cool. I got those other grommets come in the mail today.
Oh, good.
Yep, and they work. I've already tried it. They're perfect to what I wanted.
Just what you wanted.
Yep. Yeah, those other ones just weren't big enough, right? Yeah, thickness. So anyway,
so how far is it you have to drive tonight to get that one?
Well, either one of them, I'm 3/4 of an hour to get there.
And then 3/4 an hour back. That's an hour and a half plus
an hour and a half
you spend there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't spend really any time there. It's like maybe 10 minutes at the maximum. If I go pick up the other one and just go to Strathroy and pick it up, well, then I won't even be there 2 minutes. Just take this, pull it out of the ground, pull the steel stake out of it, and throw it in the back truck, way I go.
Yeah.
So, but I just can't. They're both opposite directions, right? So.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, you do one tonight and one tomorrow.
Well, that's what I figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the kiddies are getting fed, are they?
No, I'm getting fed
right
now.
You're getting fed. Okay.
I'm having a gourmet supper tonight.
Oh, yeah. What are you having?
Yeah, crap dinner. Okay. Yeah, put a little salt.
I went into Burger King last night. I had a hankering for fish,
Oh, yeah.
And they got 2 fish sandwiches for $5.
Oh.
So I bought them up, ate one, and I put one in a plastic bag in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And so I might have that later.
Yeah, just reheat it. Oh, you're good to go.
Good to go. The only thing I don't like is now I know. So if I order the fish sandwiches up there, I don't want it with lettuce or the pickle on it because.
Well, no, then you try and heat it up. It tastes like crap.
The lettuce is even the one I just got with the lettuce was wilted.
Oh yeah.
And the pickle was a great big huge pickle, was as big as a patty.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully we'll get this thing started and get somebody else come in and give you a hand tonight.
Yeah. What I decided is I if I buy a drone, I want to buy one that does not have all the regulations on it. Yep. I just want it to be able to go and fly. Because I went back down to St. Clair today because I heard from Streamtime Live and they were asking more questions. Mm-hmm. So I thought, well, I would go down and fly again. And I ran into the wall, stopped me, and it wanted me to get authorizations and all kinds of stuff. And I'm just not set up to do that. I should be, but I'm not.
What about the Anafi?
Well, I didn't. See, the Anafi though is, I don't know about the distance on the Anafi.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because it's Wi-Fi.
So you were down in St. Clair. What airport affecting you there?
Right east of, west of Marysville is the St. Clair County International Airport.
International?
I don't know. I didn't give them the name, but it's an international airport. They have a lot of like transports and stuff stop there.
Oh, okay.
Because they have out there in one of the hangars, they have Border Patrol, and they have Border Patrol agents and customs and that kind of stuff.
Huh.
I see my 2 duckies are back.
Detroit's too far away, so St. Clair Little League Field. I don't even see an airport there.
It's out west of Marysville, out
It's
the
west.
other side of the expressway, the other side of 94.
Marysville. Okay. Oh, there's Marysville. Golf course, Smith Creek, Memphis. Oh, it might be that it's just not showing on here. Let's go to layers. Cool. There's Marysville. Oh, there it is, right there. St. Clair County International Airport. Guys, I didn't know they had an airport there.
Why the hell they call it International Airport is beyond me.
Probably because they got customs there.
Yeah, that's where they keep their helicopters when they do patrols and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, there's my duckies.
What the hell ducks doing there?
They come right there because they get all that grain that falls out of the bird feeder.
Holy cool. Yeah, Mike says that military planes fly out of there. Oh.
There's the female and there's the male.
This is, oh, there's a thing there that says FedEx Trade Networks. Huh. Okay. Mike says he fished a river close to it. What, the St. Clair River there, Mike?
Yeah, I think he probably fished the St. Clair River. That's a lot of people fish. In fact, I went one stop where it wouldn't let me take off. There must have been 4 or 5 people fishing there.
Mm-hmm. So you just got the one ship?
Yeah, just the one.
So did they get that thing freed up yet? Doesn't look like it. Nope, don't look like it.
No, I don't think they did.
Because they were trying today at noon, eh? Yeah. Here, I'll show it to you. Yeah, it was on the news that they were going to try and dislodge it. But
Yeah.
See all the boats around it. Because these are all tugboats, eh? And stuff, eh? These are all tugs that...
Oh, yeah.
But this is the Evergreen here, but yeah, it just says 0 kilometers an hour. So they couldn't have gotten it then.
No.
Hey, Justine.
Justin. Yeah. How's it going?
Good. I just got your notification that you went live, even though I already knew you went live.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. So how'd work go today? Okay.
Yeah, I got to ride around. I had to ride around with Brandon today, and I got to do that tomorrow again. Because the lady that prints out our paperwork went on vacation. She told me she was going to be gone just Monday. It turned out she had 3 days off, and apparently nobody else at the office can print paperwork.
You know, what you ought to do is you ought to get one of those bumper stickers and put it on the back of his truck, say, "Let's go, Brandon."
But I called the guy that's in charge of the FPU office. I was like, "Hey, can you print me out some more paperwork? Because I'm done with all the cities I have." He goes, "No, I can't do that." I was like, "What do you mean you can't do that?" He goes, "No, only Susan can." I was like, "Well, she's gone for 3 days. Who's going to print my paperwork?" I don't know. I was like, "Well, then what the hell am I supposed to do for 3 days?" I said, "Because you're getting billed for me working and I'm not working." And he goes, "Well, I guess we're just going to have to pay for you for 3 days because it ain't your fault." He's like, "Just go hang out with one of the locators for a couple days." I was like, "All right."
I would just take and drive your truck around. I wouldn't do
Yeah.
Well, they already know that I don't have no paperwork. So if I wouldn't have said anything, I could have actually got away with doing that for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't think she was gone for 3 days. So I went in there to get more paperwork and turned out she wasn't there.
Wow.
So what's up, Mike and Kelly?
Hey, Kelly's here. Mike Rennick has been here. He was first.
What, you taking off, Hodges?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you say something about hopefully somebody will pop in with Paul.
He's got to go
Yeah.
get a sign. Yep.
Well, I got 2 to do, and one's at each end of the county. I got to do one or the other tonight because I don't have time to do them both tomorrow.
You get paid for all the driving or no? Or
Well,
just for the sign?
I charge accordingly.
Oh, okay. So you add that into the cost of the sign?
Yeah.
Actually, on this one, that I got to do in Tillsburg, I got to go pull it out, move it over one house, and drop it back in. Normally, I have to go get it, bring it back, and then, then I got to go back to Tillsburg and put it in. Well, actually, I'm making a lot more money on this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. So she says it's a corner lot. Coming soon, sign please at 8865 Prince Street in Iona. I got to do that one tomorrow too. So I'm out that way. So I think I will do Tillsburg tonight. Okay.
How long of a drive is that for you? Like 30 minutes or something?
45
Mhm.
back, an hour and a half. And I get dark around 7 o'clock. So I want to go see where this other, because I got to do aerials. I got to go put a sign up tomorrow, but I told her I couldn't do aerials until Saturday because the weather's not going to be good. 8865 Prince what? Prince Street. Oh, Iona. Prince Street owners. Oh,
Kind of slow tonight, huh?
Okay, layers.
Tuesday nights are not on fire. Usually, if it does pick up, what time? About 6 or 6:30, Paul?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the aerials I got to do is on this house right here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What if I go down here? Okay, cool. I got to turn around. She said the corner lot, this place right here, 8865. Yep, that's it. Cool. I can see the 911 number there, 8865. I got a few trees around it.
What's the 911 number? What is that?
Area code.
Oh,
No. What that does is, if you have fire or police or ambulance, you give them that number. They know where your house is.
yeah.
That's why they call it 911. But that's only in the country, not in the city.
I guess it makes it easier for them to see the address and all that too.
Oh yeah, because everybody's got their own number, right? Well,
So you're going to do the lot next door? Is that what it is?
no, it's all one piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's their shed out back.
Wow,
Yeah.
it looks like they could. You that's definitely a buildable lot over there, isn't it?
Yeah, you could put another house in here easy enough.
Buy that place and sell the other off.
Yep, you could.
Yeah, cut that property in half.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because you could probably make half your money back that you sold the house or bought the house for.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, but really, what did they buy that house for? If they bought it 10 years ago, it's probably nothing now. Like, it was 100 to 150,000. You could probably just get that for the lot now,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Whoever buys the house, I would cut that piece of property in half and
Sell
then
it
sell it and use it for the cost towards the house.
Right.
But then again, do you want a neighbor there? It's up, I don't know. But I see that reading in the news the last couple of days, they think there's going to be a price correction here because see the mortgage rate's going up right now, eh? So they think the mortgage or the house price is probably topped out for now, right? So, okay.
Hey, Robert Glazier, how you doing?
What's up, Robert?
Hey, Robert. Oh, okay, need another dog dish here. So,
The dishwashers are at it, huh?
I know, I guess, yeah. But see this, Paul?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
see the grommets there? They work good, eh?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it worked really good. Yeah, I just got to feed the dogs and run out the door. So, well, that was a good catch. Okay.
Yeah, those grommets work good.
Yeah, no, that's good. We're gonna work out fine. I just had to get the right side grommet, right? The how they're deep, you know.
Right, because you'd use a tie wrap, right?
Yep, I use tie wraps to hold them on, right? And the thing there, so. Okay, where am I? Oh, right here.
The other thing you could do, Paul, is if you designed a width, you could take some little eye screws, they have the little circle, screw them up into the holders, and then just put a small little tie wrap on it.
Yep. Well, see, they hang down under the other side, the bigger signs, eh?
Oh, okay. It's not hanging off the main frame.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
They hang down off the other sign because see, it's just a general realty sign. Then they hang, and they might have 15, 20 agents. Well, what they do is they hang basically their shingle underneath of it, right?
Now, do they have a grommet already on their sign?
Yep. Oh, yep.
Oh, cool.
That's why they're spaced where they are now, because it has to line up with the other ones.
Right.
So, yep. I just getting the dog's supper here ready. Got a little bit of crap dinner. Got one sausage left here. A little bit of dog food, and I think it'll be good. God, I think the dogs eat better than I do. They're getting meat with their supper. All I had was crap dinner. Pretty bad when your dog eat better than you do.
What'd you have tonight, Justin, or didn't you eat yet?
Okay. Where's Gracie? What the hell's my dog? Yo, there you are. You hungry? Come on. She's got the same thing you got. She had to go over and smell Vader to make sure. I don't know. Don't tell me we're playing games tonight. She doesn't know if she wants it.
Huh. I see Laura was on this afternoon. I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I said hi to her, but I was just starting to leave for the school bus run.
Yeah.
Hey, Jody.
Hey. Joan Shots is here.
And Kelly Taylor's in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. Go. Oh. Don't do this to me tonight. Okay, now she's eating. Okay. I gotta wait till they finish eating, so.
Oh, you can't leave and expect them to finish? Or
well, Bader, he'll gorge himself till he pukes.
Oh, he's liable to take Gracie's?
Yeah, because he just chomps down on his. He just goes, right? So, but Gracie kind of went over, smelled his dish, walked over hers, then she went over and then lay down on the floor. But she's overeating now, but she gets playing these little games sometimes, right? And I'll just pick the dish up and put it away. I don't play games with her. And she won't get it till I get back. But then it's hard to feed her later when Beta goes, whoa, what? We got some supper now again? So, okay. 5:42. Well, I
It
leave
looks like
here at
I'm.
about 6:30, 6:45.
So
that?
it looks. What's up, Jody? So it looks like I'm not riding with Brandon tomorrow.
Oh,
I have to go read some meters tomorrow. So I have to go to Arcadia, Frostproof, and Bowling Green. I think I'm going to.
I got
Arcadia is half my day right there. It's a 2-hour drive each way to read 3 meters.
You got to read 3 meters.
I got to drive 2 hours to read 3 meters and then 2 hours back.
I got a letter in my mailbox, but my water meter, they want a reading on it. But I've got the sensor outside by the hydro pole.
Yeah.
They were in 3 or 4 months ago and said something wrong with it. So anyway, they sent a repairman, comes over and he goes, "Oh, the thing's working fine and nothing wrong with it." So now all of a sudden, now they want another reading again 3 months later. So I don't know.
That's because probably, since you're there by yourself, you're not using near as much as you were.
Yeah. But, well, yeah, of course. I'm not doing half as many laundry, not half as many dishes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, see, here the government, they say people here will be like, "Why do you guys read meters? They're all electronic now," because they just send the signal back to the gas company and tells them how much they're using.
Right.
But there's actually a federal thing to where we have to go around once a year and we have to check the meters manually, and then they have to match that up to their electronic system to verify that it's working correctly.
So that must be a state thing.
I don't know if it's just a state thing, but
they don't do that in Michigan.
Yeah.
But
if they put in the meters on my water and on my electric and everything, I remember the meter readers used to come around. The gas. Nope.
Yeah, we do it. We have to do it once a year because they have to verify that it
I haven't seen a gas, electric, or water meter reader in 10 years.
Depends on how fast they are too. Like maybe why you not see them, because they're usually pretty quick. Like it takes them like 2 seconds.
Nah, because they got to go in my backyard.
Yeah, see here we're pretty fast. Like you can do 2 to 500
Oh
meters.
yeah, I remember watching them. They'd whip right around, right back forth, but nope.
Yeah, it might be a state thing. I'm not sure, or maybe federal because of I don't know. But I was told that they have to do, because of some law, we have to verify.
I would imagine it's a state regulation through your consumer protection or whoever does that.
Right.
Well, the thing is that if you have a leak, didn't know it or whatever, and then, it's not showing up on the meter or whatever. Right?
When you read the meter, Justin, you don't take your sniffer with you?
No. What it is it's not, we're not looking for like any leaks per se. It's just to make sure that the electronic system
matches
the manual system. That way that they can't say, that way if a customer got way overcharged, they're going to know that somewhere it's screwed up, and then they have to go in and fix it. It's like they trust it enough for 99% of the time, but they want that 1% checked just to make sure, they don't trust it 100%. So they want us to verify and make sure that it's matches up with what the electronic system says. Because even though it's sending a signal back, there's still a manual dial on the meter.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, guys, sorry, but I got to run.
Okay, Paul, you going to be back or no?
I probably won't be back in time.
Okay.
I'll be,
All right.
a little bit. Okay,
we'll see you.
We'll stay in the morning.
We'll see you in the morning. Yeah.
I may call you if we don't go in the run.
Okay. Yeah, let me know.
If not, yeah, I'll let you know. Okay.
That's going to be a long run, but have a good one.
Yeah, well, and to call for some bad weather here at 4:00 in the morning, snow and freezing rain. So I may not have to do a school run.
I think what Justin was saying, don't run. Take the truck,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're calling for snow and ice.
Yes.
Yep. Starting at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Here it's supposed to start about 1:00.
So Yeah.
We're calling for sunny and warm.
Yeah. Anyway, bye,
Hey,
bye, guys.
Give
Later.
him the official hello for telling us how warm it is.
Yeah, he clicked out.
He's waving the finger at you right now.
Yeah, Robert, that's why I said they're usually pretty quick. Sometimes you won't even see them. Like some of the guys that I've seen from like West Palm Beach, they're fast, man. There's some guys that'll do 500-600 meters in a day by themselves. But then well, yeah, and then well, see, the thing is like the guys down in West Palm Beach, they have these like these computers that strap onto their wrist.
Yeah.
And so they just go up to it, click, go to the next one, click. Like where I have to do actual paperwork. I have to sit there and write the numbers down and then sign and initial it, or initial it and then date it. So, you know, it's not as quick. You're walking with a clipboard and all that crap. But see, down in West Palm Beach, they always are reading the meters all the time. So they have, their guys have like electronic wrist things because their system, they do it a little bit different down there.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more meters down there and it's a lot more busier. Like in some of the places in Florida, they have 2 or 3 guys that do what I do. But I'm the only one for our entire area. I cover about a county and a half. So.
There you go. Must be not real hot there. That guy's got a coat on. And she's got a sweater on, sweatshirt.
Let's see, whatever temperature it is here, it's usually 10 degrees difference. So it's 88 here, so it's probably about 78 there.
Yeah.
Or I mean, yeah, around 78, 75.
Because it looks like, see the flags, they're flipping pretty good.
Let's see, St. Augustine. Let's look it up.
I didn't realize it that is the
Yep, 75.
Casablanca Inn. They have rooms there inside. That's why we see some people coming and going that just they don't get in line. They just go in and they come out. Casablanca Inn, St. Augustine. It says historic boutique hotel, circa 1914.
Yeah, they probably are all upstairs.
Yeah, they are. There was pictures. There was pictures of them.
That's like the bar and grill, or like the bar and stuff, the restaurant for the hotel plus the public.
Yeah.
So this will be my first official meter reading tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never done it before because we only do it 2 or 3 months out of the year.
Oh, okay.
So this will be my first time ever doing it. But it's unlimited overtime too during this time of year. You can work 7 days a week if you want. 10-hour days if you really want to go that far. See, it's different down here. We get paid hourly to do meters. Where down in West Palm Beach, they get paid by the meter. So every meter that they do, they get so much money. So I imagine it's probably not much. It's probably freaking pennies per meter because they expect them to read thousands of them. It's probably not that much, but it probably adds up real quick. You know, you go through a neighborhood and read 100 meters in an hour or so. So we get paid the same regardless how many meters we read. So Arcadia's got 3 meters. Frostproof has 4. And then the other place I'm going to, I think, has 2 or 3. So, I mean, it's not a lot of meters to go read. It's just they're all pretty far apart, you know?
Okay.
I almost got stuck in the damn sand yesterday. I was at the.
Here's the Casablanca Inn.
That's a good picture.
There's from up at the top, the seating area. Looking out, there's what a room looks like.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost got stuck yesterday though in the damn orange grove. That orange grove sand, oh my God. Like I pulled up to the orange grove and they have like a dirt road that you can go down to get to the meter. And it looks very deceiving. It looks really hard packed, like almost as hard as asphalt, right?
Yeah.
I didn't go but 5 feet into the road and my front tires went about 1.5 feet down into the sand, completely buried the front of my car. I didn't even go but maybe 5 feet into the road. And I was just going to park at the end and walk to the end of it. And I had to sit there and like rev my motor up and just kind of hold it at like 3,000 RPM. And it just slowly backed out. And then it finally gripped onto the road and I went shooting back. Thank God it was a desolate road with not a lot of traffic because I would have smacked right into somebody.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, sorry I missed you today. I was doing some other things. I was actually out flying and came back.
She actually messaged me, but I was in the middle of working, so I couldn't join. I would have said if I was by myself, I'd have at least stopped and said hi, but I was with somebody else. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed you, Laura. I didn't see it until afterwards. The time I got back home.
I'm really only free on the weekends and in the evening time. And then sometimes in the morning I'll catch you guys a show early in the morning, but
yeah, I'm going to show you something. Let me see if I can find it again.
There's definitely no way I could do Laura's show unless I was just in there talking because I wouldn't be able to be playing games driving down the road. Her show last Sunday, I didn't even get a notification, and she usually messages me, and she didn't. I don't think she messaged me on Sunday, and I didn't even get the notification. I just saw later on in my feed that she had went live. I was like, damn, I missed it.
Okay, I'm going to screen share this.
Because if I don't get a notification, sometimes I don't remember. Ooh. Get that. Is that that $900 one still?
$1,000.
Yeah. It's not bad for 3 batteries, though.
But when I called the guy, he bought it from me about 3 years ago, and he's only flown it once.
Oh, that was yours?
Yes.
Oh my God.
What's the odds of that happening?
Why did he only fly it once?
Said he just never got into it. He's too busy doing other things.
God, man, if I had that thing, I'd have flown the living hell out of it. Honestly, my Air 2 would be freaking dusty if I had one of those.
Look at that baby. It does not a mark on it. It's just still pristine.
Yeah, if I would have been by myself, Laura, I would have popped in, but I was working with somebody. But if you go live again and I'm by myself, I'll pop in and say howdy. Well, I mean, he only flew it once.
Yeah.
How many cycles did those batteries have on it? Do you remember roughly?
No, I don't remember.
I mean, did you fly that one a lot?
A little bit.
Well, we only know he only added 1 cycle to the batteries, so that's not much.
Here's the other one. Here's the one that we were talking about. He wants $900 for this one. Screen share.
He's got another one.
No, it's not him. This is somebody else on here.
It's probably that same one that's been on there, isn't it?
That's the one you were showing. Got the dual batteries. It's only got two batteries, dual controllers.
Yeah, that was the same one you showed me a couple. It's been on there for a few weeks now,
huh? Yeah, I think so. It doesn't even say how long it's been there.
Yeah, because I think that's the same one we were looking at about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura, how's Rob doing? I didn't talk to him since I think yesterday or the day before. What's
what the hell is that?
What's up, Russell?
Hey, Russell, what's
he said good riddance, Paul. Paul left.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow night tonight, I think. We got 14 people watching, but you know,
hey, that was what. Yeah, because when I popped in, there was only 5 watching.
Yeah,
and one of them was me because I had my phone on.
People are coming and going. Yep.
Don't ever give that boy a day off, Laura. You pick on him every single day.
Yeah. So anyway, what my thought is the only reason I'm looking, we're not going to tell Lynn, is that I'd like to have another drone that doesn't have the restrictions on it, you know?
Yeah, that's.
I went back to fly today again with the Air 2S down there where I did the survey for another camera, and I ran into a wall. It wouldn't let me take off at one location, and then I ran into a wall when I was flying it. So
let me ask you something though. I know they really don't do any firmware updates on those things, but don't they update the fly data, the safe data, and all that stuff?
Well, I've been not doing it, but yes, they do.
Well, because I'm wondering if that guy. I was going to say, because I wonder how updated some of these are. Like even if you did say I turned one on and it asked for an update, would that put the geofencing in place?
The Inspire ones do not have geofencing.
Even if they update the fly safe data?
Yep, because it's not built into it. But
oh, interesting. Okay.
What it does is the Inspire ones, if it has any kind of an updated like a geofencing or do not fly area, you get this thing on the screen that says you're entering a do not fly area, and it's got a little box in the corner. You tap it and you say you're taking full responsibility, and you just take off.
Well, see, that's what the other drones will do if you don't have to request authorization. Because like the Mini 2 and the Air 2 will do that for me. It will,
because that airport that blocked me, I flew a shopping center that was just off the end of the runway with the Inspire, and that's the only time I ever had it with the Inspire give me a hassle. I just had to tap the thing and say I take full responsibility.
Because I know that was one of the reasons why Jim was so paranoid about doing updates on the 3 he had. Like apparently they still had some of the most original firmware that was ever put on.
And what I don't know, I haven't been able to figure it out. There's got to be a place you can find out, is if the Anafi that I just bought, if it has any of that in there.
I wouldn't be. Everybody's like Robert said, that's why I love Autel. I don't know, man. At some point I see Autel going to geofencing too. It's they might not be doing it now, but at some point I just see them doing that.
Well, Robert likes the Autel. Autel doesn't have OcuSync or whatever for long distance, do they?
don't know. Robert would probably know because I don't ever have. I've never had an Autel.
What's the flight distance with Autel product? Because I had a couple of Autels way back when, and I didn't like the way the cameras operated because they were having an issue when I bought it. They were having an issue where all of a sudden you're flying around a ship, and if the light changed extremely, the camera would go up to a white out and then back down and focus again. And here I am flying a ship. I can't be doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you, because I've never had an Autel, so I can't really speak on that.
I know they said they fixed it, but I just thought that they were running something similar to Lightbridge.
This is the thing is I don't mind the geofencing. I just think they really need to get into it and really refine it to the point where you really understand what you can and can't do, because it's so weird, right? Some places it will say it's like a no-fly zone and won't let you take off, but then there's some places where it just asks you to accept the terms and agreement that you're taking responsibility, and it's like so weird. It's not consistent. Just like there's some no-fly areas where you can hit a wall and it will stop, but then there's other ones where it will let you fly into it and then force your drone to land. It's like it doesn't make any sense. That's why I said if they took the geofencing and really refined it and started really going with these airports and figuring out because there's some airports that are in the geofencing that don't even exist anymore.
Well, personally,
but they're there.
I don't see a reason to have geofencing on a drone. If they really wanted to do something, you'd limit the height to below 400 feet, just like they say. Because if there's an airplane or a helicopter flying below 400 feet, then it's not a regular occasion.
Robert says the new controller gives up to 10 miles.
Oh,
so I guess they do have their own version of it. That's probably more on the OcuSync 3 Plus level.
Yeah.
Or even
but
maybe
the Autel, far as I remember, the Autel controller he's talking about is the big one, and I think that's like $1,000 or $1,200.
I'm not sure. So I really don't know a whole lot about Autel because I've just never had one. Honestly, I only know a few people that actually have them. I know AZ does, Robert does, Adrian does. And Hot Rod has one. He has all Autel. But that's as far as I can think of offhand who I know actually has one.
Well, I know people that have Autels love them. My biggest problem is the reason I don't switch off a DJI at all, except for the thermal imaging camera that I got in the Anafi thermal. Is $1,000 less than you can buy a used one for a DJI.
Well, see, that's the thing too, is Autel would be more popular and more people would have Autels, especially in my circle of people I know with you and then all of Matt's, and Adrian and everybody else. I think a lot more people would have them, but everybody's so put off by the prices of them.
Yeah.
Compared to the DJI, because you can get the comparable DJI version of whatever the Autel has, and it's significantly cheaper by sometimes $1,000.
Yeah,
because like the Nanos are pushing the same price as the Air 2S, so it's like, really, which one do you want?
Yeah,
with the Nano, which is a nice drone, I would love to have one, or would you rather have the big beefy Air 2S? And if I had to choose between the two of them for the price, I would much rather go with the Air 2S. Now, if the Autel Nano was more around 700-800, then I would be a lot more willing to think about buying one. But for the price of it, I would much rather just get an Air 2S at this point.
Right.
That's the only thing that throws me off is the price. They've got to get their manufacturing ramped up to more of a larger scale so they can bring the price of their drones down. That's the problem, is they're just not manufacturing on DJI's level.
Right.
Like there was Matt in Australia just in the last year has recently been able to start buying Autel drones over there. For the longest time, he couldn't even get Autels over there. Just Amazon or nobody had them for Australia.
Robert says he's getting 6 miles with the stock controller on the Autel.
Well, that's not bad at all, then.
But he bought the new controller, but he hasn't used it yet.
Can't complain about that shit.
No.
Because I can get a good solid 3 miles with the Air 2 before it really starts giving me crap. I usually can get about 2 to 2.5 miles pretty solid. But usually when I start hitting around the 3 mile mark, it starts getting really, really shady. And it just depends on where you're at, right? If I was at the beach and I was flying straight out in the ocean with no obstructions, I could probably easily get 4.5 miles with the Air 2 at 400 feet, but that would be about its limit. Because I saw freaking Bill took, I want to say it was the Mini 2. He flew it straight down the coastline at the beach here in Florida. And I want to say he got almost 3 miles with the Mini 2. Just flying straight down the coastline, no obstructions, just wide open. I want to say he went about 2 or 3 miles with that thing, no problem.
Yeah, here's a for instance, and the reason that I just shake my head. I'm going to screen share. I just went and looked this up on Marketplace.
Oh, it's some off-brand of all. Oh, is that actually? Oh,
Autel Robotics Evo Nano Premium Bundle.
$1,700.
$1,798.
God, that's so expensive.
It is.
I mean, it's a beautiful drone, and I know it flies great and does everything really well. But damn, that's too. I could literally buy 3 mini combos for what that one combo costs. I could buy 3 Mini 2s for what that one drone costs.
Exactly.
And it'd all be Fly More combos. And the Fly More for the Mini 2 is only what, $5.99.
Yep.
I could buy 3 of those and still have enough money to cover the tax and everything. And
here's one for you. I'll screen share this. This will blow your mind.
But like I said, I would love to have one, but man, that price is just ridiculous.
Evo Light Plus Premium Bundle. $3,661.
No, that's way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, it just.
Anyway, and the thing is I'm not put on the 6K and the 8K doesn't impress me. The simple fact is 99% of people aren't watching 6K or 8K videos. So what in the hell do I need that big?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need it. It's just too much. You might as well put a 12K camera on there. What am I going to do with it?
If you were like Rob and you had a production company and you were doing production for some big operations, then yeah, I can see having.
But then also $3,000 wouldn't be a lot of money neither, though.
No.
If you're doing that kind of work, $3,600 ain't nothing.
Yep.
But just to do standard YouTube videos and going out and flying with friends and stuff like that, that's too much money. Like even the Mavic 3, I think is too much for the standard drone flyer. It's just too much.
Yeah, especially, they rave about the camera, but yet they complain about the drone itself, so.
Like the Inspire 2 is amazing. I would love to have one of those only because of the wow factor of it is one of the main reasons. Not because I'd be trying to make some crazy movie type videos, you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't even use it for filming 99% of the time. I just want to fly it around, whip it around.
Yeah.
And have fun with it. Oh, that is way too much. I paid $840 for mine bundle. Well, they have different bundles too, I've noticed, right? They got some that come with like a bunch of yeah, they have some that come with like 2 landing pads and 3 memory cards, and they'll come with
they got different kinds of cameras you can get too.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like they'll have bundles where it comes with shit ton of accessories. Just stupid shit, it'd be a landing pad, memory card, this, that. It'll have just a whole crap ton of little accessories that equal up to a couple $100. But because you're getting it all in one package, they charge way more than it's actually worth. But if you got the standard package, you'd probably be more around Roberts. Like the standard bundle that doesn't have all the extra stuff. Because I think their standard bundle too only comes was 3 batteries or 2?
That was 3.
Because I know for the longest time the Alltel bundles, I think they only used to just come with 2 batteries, right? Like the Flymore kits.
Yeah.
It was always 2 batteries. Never got 3 like we did with DJI. Like I said, I have nothing bad to say about Alltel. One, because I've never flown one, so I really can't give a whole lot of opinion on it. But they are good drones, that's for damn sure. I mean, I've seen plenty of footage and plenty of people flying. I watched Hot Rod whip his around at the drone meetup last year. He had the Evo too. The thing flew like a champ. And I would love to have the mini ones because I just like the mini line drone lineup, but not for that price. It's too much.
Yeah, I just was going through. Now this is on Marketplace, and I was going through looking at see what the cheapest ones they have, and it looks like $1,700, $1,800.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I got mine with 3 batteries bag. I got mine from Banggood when it first came out.
Well, he's had this for a while.
I've never bought anything from Banggood.
Is that the Evo 1? Is that what you have?
Probably because he said, oh yeah, he said, up here he said I have the stock controller I use with the Evo 2, but he's looking for the Evo 2 V2, which is I think is the upgraded version of the Evo 2. I want to say, isn't that the one with the 8K camera? I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one that's the hard one to get, right?
Yeah.
Because they're pushing the 6K one, right? I think it was.
Well, the price is so much higher.
Right. I don't think I've ever shopped on. Yeah, I've never bought anything from Banggood or AliExpress. I've never even bought anything from Wish. So Wish, I don't trust Wish at all because they lie about everything on there. I'll tell you, you get a Phantom clone with a 4K camera and you get it and thing weighs like 2 grams, doesn't have any weight to it. A shitty 420 camera on it. And can't go more than 500 feet without losing signal. Oh, it was the Nano Plus he was talking about.
The Nano Plus?
Yeah, that's the one he said he got the 3 batteries with. I'm curious about this Mini 3 though. I really think it's going to be $699 for it instead of $599 for the Mini 2. You know why? Because the Air 2 is $799, and I don't think they want to encroach on any one of those two prices. I almost have a feeling it's going to be $699. It's going to be right in between the Mini 2 and the Air 2.
Okay, here it is over on eBay.
Because I'd be real surprised if it's the same price as a Mini 2 and it's more expensive than the Air 2. I just don't think it is.
Autel Evo Nano Plus 4K.
And you barely get a savings if you buy 3. Look at that.
Yeah, $8.99.
You save what, like a whole $90 if you buy 3 of them?
Yeah.
Like, that's nothing. You're spending that much money. Like, if I'm going to buy 3 of them, you better give me like a $300-$400 discount. Like, that's crazy.
Here's, yeah, $8.99 looks like the going price for the Nano Plus. Here's one.
Those are some beautiful little birds.
What's
A
this
Nano
one?
would look good with my minis.
There's
Mini
brand new
2.
one.
Smartphone not included, obviously.
That's one battery though.
You have to put that in the description. Yeah, and their batteries, I think, are pretty pricey too, aren't they?
Okay, here's one with 2 batteries. Must be a total of 3.
Now, how much are the batteries? Because for $100 more, that might be worth it. Because I want to say those batteries are a couple $100 a pop.
Yeah, at least $150. Well, here they are.
Batteries. Yeah, so that actually is worth it to spend the extra $100 and get that other bundle.
Get the 2.
Because you'd be saving $60 by getting the second battery.
Yep.
It's not a bad. I mean, it's not super bad, but man, if it was like $200 or $300 cheaper.
That looks like a good deal, though.
It does.
It's a 1.28 inch sensor.
Now that bag would have to go, though. I don't like the drone bags.
I don't like the bag either.
It would have to. No.
And I'm not wild about the controller.
The controller looks a little childish.
It's like a Game Boy controller. It's like a
no, not necessarily. It looks like a gaming controller, but it looks like a cheap gaming controller. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm not saying that the feeling. It probably doesn't feel cheap. I don't know.
But that's a small sensor on the camera, isn't it? 1/1.28 inches.
It's not super small. But like I said, like the controller looks almost like a cheap gaming controller. I'm sure the quality of it probably feels a lot better than it looks, but it just doesn't look like a controller to $1,000 drone.
Yeah, I agree.
Not to say it's not a good controller or anything. It just doesn't.
But I don't know how noisy they are either.
Battery 65. Was that a double pack battery you were looking at?
It was a single.
Oh, they wanted 159 on their AZ because AZ said they were only 65.
AZ, what's your opinion on the Nano Plus? Because I trust AZ.
I don't know, Robert. I just don't know if they're going to encroach on the Air 2 price. Because DJI's always tried to keep the drones about $100 to $200 apart in price, right? Now you got the Mini 2 at $599 for the bundle. You have the Air 2 with just the one battery for $799, and the controller. I just had this feeling it's going to be right in between at $699, but I could be wrong. Just my opinion on it. I mean, it could be $799. I don't know. You could be right, Robert. I'm not sure. I'm curious, unless they some reason lower the price of the Mini 2. But historically, DJI is not really known for lowering the prices of the drones. I mean, their drones hold pretty good value.
Ron, how you doing, buddy? Ron's here in the chat.
Right? Because I mean, if you look at some of the drones that are 4 or 5 years old, they're still going for the same price for their bundles. They haven't dropped.
AZ, if you've got a link to a cheaper Nano Plus, let me know with the 3 battery bundle.
Price. He thinks the price is too high.
The price is too high. What I showed you, or because
yeah,
he paid
because he paid $949 and he got 3 batteries with his. So he's saying
$840. He said, I thought, or $949.
Yeah. So the other one was $999. So he thinks it's a little too much.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing by his opinion, I'm going to say it's probably about $150, $200 too much for what he paid for his.
AZ, is there any geofencing at all on the Autel?
It's a great drone after the latest firmware. Everything works fine. Price is too high. Oh no, AZ. What do you? Robert thinks that the Mini 2 is going to be around 800. What do you think, AZ?
See, the only problem I have with the Mini 2 is going to have geofencing on it. Or the Mini 3.
Now it's 1,049 with 3 batteries. Which, I mean, that was only $50 difference where you were just looking at.
Yeah.
Because that was $1,000 on the one you were looking at. Well, that one was 2 batteries.
AZ what website? Says no geofencing.
What's the website that was on?
You were looking put the link to the website there, AZ.
Look on Amazon. Because Amazon's usually going to be at the right retail price as far as what Best Buy and Walmart and everybody else is selling the shit for. Robert says I have the same bundle that AZ has. No geofencing. Okay, so Robert thinks it's going to be 800. What do you think, AZ?
Is it the Evo Nano Plus? Is that what they're looking at? Or do they have the Light Plus?
Because it's also like, right, you got to think about these mini drones is they're supposed to be small and affordable. So are they going to just keep packing so much technology in these things that they're going to get to the point where they're like as expensive as an Autel Nano? It's like you think they would try to keep the cost down on those. You know? That's what I'm curious about.
Holy crap. They're a lot of friggin' money.
I think it would be dumb for them to get the price higher on those minis. To stay competitive and stay on top of Autel and to keep it as their kind of entry drone for people. I think that's what they were aiming for with the minis. And if they keep raising the price on the minis because they keep jamming more crap into them, I just don't. I wouldn't be interested in buying one if it's going to get to the Autel price.
Hey, Ron, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you guys?
Yeah, we're just kind of perusing.
What do you think? Oh, we're just looking. What do you think the price of the Mini 3 is going to be now? The Mini 2 is $599, and the basic bundle or the basic package for the Air 2 is $799.
See the price there? See the price there? $12.49 on Amazon.
That is.
I think 800 is worth buying compared to Autel. I just hope they don't keep raising the prices of these minis every time they come out with a new one.
Depends what that Mini 3 has.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Even if it's jam-packed with stuff, right, is what was great about the minis with DJI is you were getting a hell of a drone for a good price. But if they start getting up into the $1,000 range, $1,200 range, I don't think they're going to be as popular.
Okay, here's what AZ sent to us to look at. Okay.
Yeah, see, I think it'll be around $690-$992 AZ as well. I think it's going to be right between the Mini 2 bundle and the Air 2S basic package.
There's what AZ put in.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. How big is the memory? You're getting a 64 gig.
$50 more. than the one with 2 batteries.
I like how the fact that they actually did a 3 battery bundle. Order now and claim a free gift worth up to $110. Why not just give me $110 off the drone?
Yeah.
Give me a coupon for $110.
Boy, I'm tempted.
You don't fly the Mini 2, don't get it.
What is that between the bag and the controller? What is, I can't see.
That's just the cover. for
Oh,
the-
it's a lens cover and it looks like a propeller prop holder.
Yeah, see it?
Yeah, prop holder and a lens cover, a camera cover.
You know, I'll tell you, I really like the camera on my Autel.
Oh, you got an Autel?
I had one.
Well, okay, the question I have, right here, do you see that where it says 1/1.28-inch CMOS sensor? Is that a good sensor?
That's the 1/2 sensor.
That's what the Mini 2 has, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for what it is, I think it's just fine.
And the flight times are how much?
I think that 28 minutes on that one.
Yeah, 28 minutes.
So you're pretty much compared. It's pretty much comparable with the Mini 2. It's just the price is more. That's really
it's got a 30-day refund too.
I'm just saying, Paul, you don't fly the Mini 2, so what do you want?
Well, I thought, here's my thought process.
Yes.
I would sell the Mini 2 and replace it with this one because my whole goal is, and the reason I was looking at the Inspire 1 again, as you know, was geofencing.
It does not have geofencing. It will let you know that you're in a, well, I shouldn't admit this online, but when I was in Alaska, I was less than 5 miles from the Petersburg airport.
Naughty boy.
I was flying there at the docks, but I never took it up over 50 feet. But
Did it restrict you or just warn you?
Just warned it.
Okay. I can handle that because that's the way the Inspire 1 was. You just tapped on it, gave you a warning on screen, you tapped on it, says you're going to take full responsibility.
Right.
But do you think they're ever going to add geofencing to Autel though?
Oh, absolutely.
I have this feeling that everybody's all about Autel right now, but then all of a sudden Autel is going to come out of nowhere, out of left field, and just slap geofencing on it one day.
When they come out with the remote ID, they're not going to have a choice.
That's what I'm thinking.
Ron, do you really feel as though it flies as good as the DJI?
Oh yeah. And I know there's been improvements. I was actually pretty happy with my Autel 1. I actually flew the, oh goodness, what was it? The first Autel that came out, it was almost like a Phantom. My buddy had one.
Oh yeah, we were looking at those, Paul, the ones you can't get the batteries for anymore. The was it the X-Star or whatever?
Yeah, the X-Star Premium or whatever.
Yeah, you can't find batteries for them now.
I can't even find them anymore.
Well, then we actually found a bunch of them on eBay, but the problem is the batteries are almost non-existent.
Yeah.
Now,
and they're a lot like the Phantom 3 in the fact that if you got any kind of a gust of wind and you land it incorrectly, it just tips over.
That was, yeah, I had that with my Phantom 4 Pro when I was in Hawaii.
Yep.
Big gust of wind grab. All I did was start the blades and went plunk.
I'm sure it's possible, and I could be wrong, but there's got to be companies out there that if you really wanted to send a battery off and have it rebuilt, they could rebuild it, right? I mean,
I'm sure. I mean, look at Dan. What's his name? Dan. He does those battery mods.
Yeah, but I think all he does is switch the cables out on the batteries. I don't think he's actually building the battery itself, though. I'm talking about you would literally have to, if you had a couple of the shells for that drone, the Altel drone you're talking about, the actual batteries. I'm wondering if you could send them off or find somebody that actually builds batteries that could take it apart and put all brand new cells and everything in,
Yeah.
and give you back a brand new battery.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you really wanted to get one, because there's tons of people selling the batteries with the drones on there, but it's like, do the batteries work? You'd have no idea. And how many cycles have those batteries had? How long have they been sitting? There's no telling. I'm sure if they were more popular like the Phantom, there would probably be an aftermarket company making batteries for them right now.
So AZ says that the Light Plus is lighter and as good as the Evo 2.
I'm trying to remember what the difference between
You said AZ, huh?
the Nano and the Light, what the difference was between the two.
Yeah, I don't know. AZ would know. I wish he'd come on here, even with just a voice.
Yeah, no, everybody's always trying to get him to come on. As knowledgeable as he
Because
is.
he's got so much knowledge and insight on stuff, you know. There's so many questions I'd like to just ask him, you know.
Yeah, man, nobody needs your camera on. It's the same 10 of us in here all the time. Just come on the live. Just want to talk to you, bro.
Share your wealth of knowledge. Just turn your camera off when you come on.
Here's my thought, in time, everything improves with, they're not going to put something out that isn't as good or better. They're not going to put out something, in 2023, they're not going to put out something that's not as good or better than 22. Any company.
Right. Unless you're Hubsan.
Pardon me?
Unless you're Hubsan.
Yeah. I don't know anything. I've never owned one.
It's probably a good thing.
Like I said, even the Evo 1, I put it right up pretty damn close to my Phantom 4 Pro camera.
Right, like the Nano, the Hubsan Nano.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice looking drone. I really liked the look of it. It was a sleek looking drone, but that fucking camera tilt, man. They can't seem to fix the damn cameras on those things.
On the Nanos?
What was it? Damn, what was the name of the mini Hubsan? I can't think of it now. But it was a nice looking drone, really sleek little thing. Xeno? I can't. I'm trying to remember the name. Hold on. I'm sure somebody in the chat will get to say it before I do. But I know I remember watching Johnny fly his, and it was a sleek looking little drone. I mean, it was the body was really nice on it and everything. He said it flew great. It was just a damn camera.
Well, I think, Justin, we're going to see a little bit of everything with that many people come to the meet.
It was a Xeno Mini Pro. That was it.
We're going to, see, I know Adrian's which Nano did, or what, he got
he brought the Evo 2 last year.
Yeah, I think he's bringing the Evo 2. I don't know what all, he said he's bringing like 5 or 10 drones.
Like, why though? He's not going to fly half of them, I guarantee it. The only ones we're bringing is the Air 2 and the Mini 1 that Sarah's going to fly. That's it. I'm not even bringing the Mini 2.
Yeah.
I don't need to haul all that with me because I know I'm not going to use half of them. I might even, I guarantee I'll probably maybe fly 2 batteries and I'll be done for the day.
Yeah.
Like the only reason to bring your drones at that point is if you just want to set up a table and show them off, which is fine. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
You want to bring a big, 6-foot fold out table and set them all up like I did last year and just kind of show them off. I mean, that'd be cool to do. But I wouldn't plan on bringing them just because you might fly them.
Yeah. That many people there, I'm wondering, what kind of a chance you're going to have to fly.
Well, how many people even flew last year, though? I mean, even if 70 people show up, you're going to get maybe 20, 25 that are actually going to fly. The rest of them are just going to hang out and chill and talk.
I wonder how many people are going to
Corey Mano's in the house.
Be, and then that restricts your.
And Lake Freighter salutes. Hello.
You said FPV?
Yeah, if people start flying FPV there, the GPS guys can't fly. And
well, in all reality, technically, that's if you really want to look at the drone meetup, though, I wouldn't really even consider it an FPV meet. This is more GPS because most of the guys that are going and all the guys do I?
The FPV guys left and went to different areas last year mostly.
Well,
the only flew the FPV drone was the guy that sunk the one in the water.
Yeah, the DJI one, which that can fly with the other DJI drones in the air.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like, I don't see a lot of people trying to fly FPV there with that many people anyway, because it's kind of dangerous to be flying FPV around that many people anyway, because you got to be really careful with those drones because they're so fast. You don't have much time to react when you have a big crowd of people. And remember last year, the one dude hit the roof of the remember the big canopy everybody was standing under? Yeah, he freaking hit that thing fast and hard. He was probably doing at least 80 or 90 when he smacked that thing, because his went in the water too, remember? It went right to the edge of the water and he pulled it out, but it just went right into the edge of the water.
Yeah, there's going to be more than one person that sinks a drone, I think, on Saturday.
But the FPV guys aren't going to, I guarantee most of them are not even going to want to hang around. They're going to get together. They're all going to start talking, and you're going to see a lot of them disappearing throughout the drone meetup because they're going to want to go to parks and everything else where there's nobody at, schoolyards, different things like that.
Hey, AZ, I got a quick question for you. I don't want to interrupt the conversation because I think it's good, but you said that you're recommending to me to go with the Light Plus, right? Tell me about, because I'm used to OcuSync now. Tell me about how good is the transmission and how good is the distance, and does it have any issues with Wi-Fi interference and those? Because I'm right on the coast and there's a lot of Wi-Fi bouncing around here.
I think that the Autels run off at 800 megahertz. I know they did.
Okay. And how did you do with distance, Ron? Okay.
I've been told that they have improved, but I had a lot of problem with the Evo 1. Constantly give me that, signal strength is weak. You get the message up on your controller.
Yep.
Got that all the time. But on the same token, those guys from DroneWorks, and I think it's before the Evo. Was it? Yeah. I think it was before the Evo 2 came out. But they were, flying theirs. Again, it could have been because I was at a townhouse community, a lot of homes, a lot of Wi-Fi, a lot of businesses and interference. But on the same token, Paul, I will never forget that morning in Philly. I was on top of the convention center, 5:30 in the morning in Philadelphia, Center City. All I did was pick the drone up 50 feet above my head and put it in a hover. It took off by itself.
Oh, really?
Somebody else had a controller.
Yeah, but the Evo 1 had a lot of issues anyway.
It did.
I've always heard that had a lot of problems.
I lost signal with the Evo 1 less than 50 feet from me. That's the one. And then it went into go home mode, did what it's supposed to do, raise up to the altitude that you have set. And I'm like, no. Boom, hits a tree down into the river. screwed.
And the new, I think it says Evo Nano Plus, okay, which is what AZ was saying to probably be a good bundle for me. Doesn't have any zoom.
Does the other one either?
No, I don't think.
We'll look the specs up.
Autel doesn't have any zoom, I don't think.
No. Wait a minute. Wait.
But how often do you really use Zoom? Do you use it a lot to where you really are concerned?
Well, when I'm doing things like if I like when I did the shoot today, where I was looking for good locations for the river cam and that kind of thing, you know, I zoom into the horizon, out to the horizon. When I flew the ship today, I get up in the air and zoom in and then back it off as it's coming towards me.
Yeah, you can do that in post as well, Paul. You know.
Well, you're talking to an idiot here. You know, I don't.
Sorry, I missed that. I cut out. It was 6:43.
Ron, I'm still using Movie Maker.
Oh. Okay.
He said transmission is not good as DJI OcuSync, especially around the metals.
Yeah.
Max is 7.4 miles.
Well, that's a long distance, you know, because I'm looking at my other drone that I have is the that I just bought is the Flare Thermal, the Anafi, okay? And it only has, it advertises like 1.8 kilometers.
Oh, it does have zoom, but you have to use your fingers, not the controller.
Huh?
You have to pinch your fingers on the screen.
On the screen?
Yeah, but you can't do it on the controller.
But it doesn't record that. No.
I don't know.
No, you're just using the screen to.
No, I think I remember my Autel One, Evo One had the 2X and 4X, 8X, and 16. I think, if I remember right.
That was also a lot bigger camera, though, too, wasn't it? Now, AZ, which one do you honestly think is better? Do you think the Nano is better or the Mini 2?
I've got the Mini 2, but it just.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying let's get his honest opinion. Which one does he actually think is better? Because if he's saying that the OcuSync, it's not as good as OcuSync 3, so that would be what, more around OcuSync 2, which the Mini 2 has.
Right.
I would say if he's saying it's not as good, then maybe it's more comparable to OcuSync 2.
Let's see. My whole impetus, as I've said before, is geofencing. Right. You know, I don't want a geofencing.
I mean, if that's your only concern, if that's really your biggest reason, then
you know, if it zooms like the Mini 2.
Well, here you go, Paul. 16x zoom. Evo Nano takes it to the Mini 2 with its zoom capabilities. Mini 2 has 2x zoom and 4K, 3x and 2.7K, and 4x at 1080. The Evo Nano and Nano Plus enjoy 16x digital zoom, making it a lot easier to get the subject. So yeah, it does have. Okay.
But that's not the Nano Plus does have zoom, you're saying?
Yeah.
But my thing is where are you flying besides just doing the ships, though? You don't really go anywhere else, do you? Do you run into a lot of geofencing problems where you fly normally?
Well, every time I take off down by the bridge, I get notifications that because there's an airport in Sarnia, and south of me, there's an airport. The St. Clair County International Airport is west of St. Clair. And so I run into it on occasion, like when I go places, but on an everyday basis, Justin, no.
And AZ, I'm just curious, what's your reasoning behind that? Because I guess I'm asking more of which one do you think the camera's better? Like, because honestly, that's going to be that's one of your biggest concerns when you buy a drone is how good the camera is, right? Because honestly, the flight distance of the Mini 2 and with the Autel, do I really care if it goes 7 miles? Not really, because I'm never flying that far.
Well, here's what AZ sent. Okay. But that's the Light Plus. That's not the Nano, right?
Okay, so it's 4K 60, which the Mini 2 is 4K 30. So that's definitely a little bit of an upgrade there.
Evo Light is 4K 60. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
So that's definitely an upgrade.
Hell yeah!
Okay, so interesting.
So my question is it like, you remember when they first came out with the Mavic series, the original Mavic Pro?
And Robert, would you agree with AZ, Robert? Because you've been talking to, I was curious on what your guys' opinions were.
Sheer fact that you got 4K 60. Whew. Yeah.
Well, see, like, oh, go ahead. Sorry, man.
I would say, just to comment on, if I had a choice between a drone that got 5 miles versus a drone that got 10 miles, I'm going to go with the 10-mile one. Not that I'm have any interest in going 10 miles, but that's supposed to be able to give you stronger signal at a closer range in case, like, say you go behind a building or whatever.
What's up, Chuck?
That's where, I mean, some people say, oh my God, I can go 10 miles. Well, they try and take it 10 miles. What the hell do I want to take it? I just drive to that place that's 10 miles away and fly it there. But to have, I had the smart controller and the Mavic 2 Pro when I was in Center City, Philadelphia. I was up by the Philadelphia Art Museum, and I just went slightly behind the PNC building. I'm like, oh shit, blank frozen screen. I just lost signal. I'm like, oh
yeah, but the smart controller didn't have as strong a signal as the standard stock controller did, though. That was the
well, the question I have, since we're talking zoom on the Nano Plus, is it what I was saying before? Is it like the Mavic 2 Pro, where it had a little button on it and it did steps? In other words, it didn't zoom in smooth and zoom out smooth. Is that what I'm understanding? Because that little demo he sent showed it at this, then at this, then at this.
I mean, me and Braun really can't answer that because we've never had one. So
yeah, but I'm wondering if AZ
on the Mavic 2.
No, he's talking about the Nano
on the original Mavic Pro.
Oh.
Mavic Pro.
What's that?
You're talking about the jumping zoom.
Yes.
Where it would be jumpy when you're zooming
the
in.
Original Pro, it had the camera that swung down below it. It had on the controller, you hit the button and it went in.
But it was like a jumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a smooth zoom in.
Yeah.
Well, see, like if you ask somebody like Matt, who's really, really good at editing, he thinks the Mini 2 cameras and the DJI cameras look better than the Autel cameras. He thinks the color profile on the Autels is garbage.
Well,
it's like
I don't know.
Well, no, I don't know. He's gone over quite a bit of Autel footage before in the last couple of months, and some reason he just doesn't like the color profile, and he says it's crap.
If you just put it in standard and then color grade from there, but if you try to do, I know they have like what they call a vivid mode, and it overly saturates in the Autels. I never liked the vivid modes profiles.
Now let me tell you, sometimes I do like when somebody's flying in a really like forestry green area and does kind of overexpose it a little bit because it really makes the colors pop. So I know Matt doesn't really like that, but sometimes I actually enjoy videos like that where it really brings out like the greens and everything, like when you're flying like in a really.
That's what the Autels do, and I really like how it does it. You know, not to sound like Billy Mike, but the dynamic range. You know, and when you get into your shadows, I tell you what, it does a nice job of that.
Well,
Yeah, because sometimes I like that over saturation, just a little bit, like where it really kind of makes it real colorful.
And another comment I've seen about the Autel is that it really does well in low light.
Yeah. I'd buy another one. I was actually thinking about the Nano Plus, but I'm thinking about
Where'd you get those from?
camera.
Were they sitting in a container?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Have you eaten?
No.
Robert doesn't do any editing to his videos. What you see is what you get.
Well, I mean, you look at the standard person looks at a drone footage without you doing anything to it. They're already blown away by it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time when people are judging other people's videos, it's because they're into editing and all that crap. And everybody has their own opinion on what a video looks good. You might think Matt's video looks really good, but Paul could think it looks like crap, and Chuck could think it looks like crap. But then AZ might think it looks good. You know, everybody has their own opinion. So,
And on the same token, it all depends on what YouTube does with it as well. You know, that's where I think everybody gets a little bit overly wackadoodle with the abilities of cameras, unless you are shooting movies
Yeah.
or production.
Yep.
You get a half decent camera on any drone. What is 95% of the people that we deal with, we all communicate with on a daily basis? Where do they put their videos? On YouTube.
I said you don't really have to go above 1080 60 on YouTube. It looks amazing on a cell phone or tablet screen at 1080 60.
You know, and I've yet to have a video. I mean, I watch a lot of my videos on my 50-inch flat screen. Looks freaking phenomenal. You know, the detail in them. So
Yeah.
And, you know,
And the thing of it is I don't know about you guys, but I'm super critical of and everybody else says, so what are you complaining about that for? That's perfect. You know, it's like, I see every little flaw, every little imperfection, you know?
you will. It's because it's yours.
Yeah.
and Robert and Kelly.
We all see our own mistakes and
Yeah.
hope others don't. You
And
know?
Robert and Kelly, there is nothing wrong with not editing. I mean, if some people just aren't into doing that. I don't do any crazy editing either. I just usually, like, if I do like a crazy turn and the yaw is super fast and it just looks like shit, I'll cut that portion out.
Yeah.
And I might put a couple little effects of it spinning or something stupid in there, but I'm definitely not on Matt's level. I don't go into DaVinci and spend 18 hours editing one 2-minute video.
Yeah.
That's not me.
I think it was at Jevin Dovey. I think that's his name, that professional photographer. He's on YouTube. He does filmmaking and whatnot, but I watched the video of his not long ago, and he kind of does something he had mentioned on there, something that I do.
Here comes TJ.
Hola.
I've already got thoughts in my head about the drone meetup and what
What's
music
up, Bob?
and what
Right.
shot to take. You know, and I haven't been there yet.
What's up, Bob Casey?
Well, what drone, what are you taking with you? What cameras, or what are you going to be doing? Any flying or just
Well,
on the ground?
he only has the Pro 2 anyway, right?
I only have the Mavic 2 Pro. I'm going to take my Sony RX10. I might regret this, but I think I'm going to take my my work gave us these duffel bags that I use, you know, to carry my clothes back and forth, and it's long enough. I think it's going to cause some weight, but all I'm bringing is shorts and t-shirts. But I'm going to put
You basically need down.
my tripod and my fluid head in my clothes bag. And I'm going to bring my Sony RX10 I'm going to bring my Osmo Action and my Insta361 X2.
Yeah, Chuck makes an interesting point. Says not so much the benefit of 4K for YouTube. You benefit from being able to punch it into 4K a little bit, and you can't see the degradation.
Yeah.
But for those of you that just joined, the reason we're talking about the Autel Nano Plus is the one that we're kind of looking at, is because personally, my go-to drone has been the Air 2S. But I ran into a situation the last couple of weeks where geofencing has screwed me up. I'm not able to fly in areas that I want to fly in. You know, and so Autel does not have geofencing. So
Paul's sending me his Air 2S and his Mini 2. So you guys know.
I'm trying to get somebody to get me the 30 for my birthday.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, I'm still giving Paul $1 for him just for tax reasons. We don't want the government to think.
30 is what, about $7,000, $8,000?
Yeah, I think that's how much it cost. I think.
Yeah.
Now, do you have Care Refresh on that Air 2S or the Mini 2, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike doing that hack is out of the question because then he would completely void his Care Refresh warranty. And I don't think Paul wants to do that.
Well, and I'm not that good with hacking stuff either, so hack and sack.
Well, like I said, I don't think you'd want to do that if you paid all that money for the Care Refresh.
Well, it was only a couple $100. If you looked at it that way, if I could hack the geofencing out of them, I'd be saving $800 versus a Nano Plus versus hacking my A2S.
That'd be the one time he flies into the bridge in the geo zone said, I told you not to go over here. Well, I mean, that would be your only concern about doing the hack. So you really have to think of whether you want that Care Refresh or do you want to do the hack, if that's an option you want to take, like Mike's saying.
Yeah.
But you got to keep that in mind too about the whole Care Refresh.
Yeah.
Because that also is a $1,200 drone too, the Air 2S. Now, but you could probably do it to the Mini 2 and not stress on it too much. But I probably wouldn't push the Air 2S if you done paid the Care Refresh on it, because that is an expensive drone.
There's what I'm looking at, TJ.
Yeah, the Autel, yeah.
Autel
I think
Nano Plus.
Now look at what Robert said, Paul.
I think, I don't know who it was. I think somebody's got one of those already, but I can't remember who it is.
It might not have the wind ratings that the Mini 2 has.
Well, it has a wind rating. If you look up here, level 5, which is the same as the Air 2S.
Well, maybe the flight characteristics from his experience with it aren't as good as the DJI's, because the Mini 2's actually rated the same as the Air 2 or the Air 2S in wind. Surprisingly, you wouldn't think it would be, but it's actually rated the same. But that's the rating that Autel could have gave it, but from Robert and AZ's experience with it, I don't know what AZ's experience with wind is. Because, I mean, being on the West Coast, especially in Arizona, they have to deal with a lot of wind there because it's windy there quite a bit. At least from my experience living in the desert in Southern California, it was windy quite a bit.
Come out here and there's a coat.
Well, Ron, you were thinking about a Nano Plus, were you?
Yeah. If I sell that one other Sony camera, I'll probably get it.
I got your $1 too, Ron.
I'm bringing every single drone that I'm bringing every single drone that I have, even my fighter ones.
Let me, TJ, just think about this though. I'm just going to warn you from my experience at the drone meetup there and some other ones with some people around here, some local little things. You're not going to end up flying half of them. So just think about that before you drag them all with you. Trust me, you're not going to mess with half of them. You're going to spend about 60% of your time bullshitting and just talking to everybody.
Yeah, I'll probably just bring my Mavic Air 2, and then like I'm just gonna bring the little Cetus FPV drone and those little fighter drones. I can't fly the fighter drones outside. I'm gonna probably fly them around in the hotel, or like when I get to the
fly around in the hotel.
What I would recommend, TJ, is bring one of your good GPS drones and bring one of your good, maybe one or two good of your FPV, because the FPV guys like to go off and have their own little mini meetups.
I need to get more comfortable flying that little Cetus FPV myself. But what I was thinking of doing, like after I got off of work, I'm going to come home and shower and get ready and get packed up, and we're going to head over to the bowling alley. And then right when I walk in the door, I'm going to grab one of those little fighter drones that I won off of Ready Set Drone from Kelly Shores. I'm going to bring one of those and just like fly it like towards where everybody's going to be hanging out at. Just fly it over their heads and be like,
I get by a little drone. I know I'm after it while I'm in the bowling alley.
Oh yeah, they're like looking up. They're like,
what the hell's TJ?
Yeah, I'm just giving you some advice from my experience. That I drug all my drones there last year, dude, and I didn't even fly but the Air 2 the whole time I was there. And then you end up dragging a bunch of crap with you don't really need to use.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Just to make it easier on your little trip down there, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I'll probably just bring those three, just to mess around with. But like
because I didn't. Go ahead. Sorry.
The two small. Like I'm just gonna bring my my Mavic Air 2, and then the Cetus and those two like little fighter drones. That's it.
Because I literally, out of my 4 batteries for the Air 2, I only used 2 of them the whole time I was there. Literally, you spend 60-70% of your time just fucking visiting or bullshitting and sitting around and hanging out.
Hey, Ron, what you might want to do is not take a drone and just use one of TJ's or Justin's.
Yeah. No, I'll be flying on Sunday, and then Monday I'm probably going to launch the drone from the boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that boat's big enough to, we go out and we anchor.
You're going out in Captain Ray's boat?
No, we're actually going out on a commercial
charter.
Yeah, commercial boat.
Oh,
I think y'all could, if y'all did it on Sunday instead of Monday.
Yeah, I'll fly it Sunday somewhere. I don't know how well I'm gonna. What I'd like to do is either with the Action, Osmo Action, or my 360. I'd like to find one of those places that you can go swimming with the
manatees
or the dolphins.
Well, there's a place here called the Manatee Lagoon, but like when we were there, I had my drone with me, but I didn't fly it there. But like I was looking around in the water and I didn't see one single manatee floating around in there.
Yeah.
We'll see. Like Chuck said, unless DJI leaves me high and dry on the Mavic 3, I'm not jumping to Autel yet either.
Yeah.
But why do you have to stick with one? Why can't you have an Autel and a DJI?
Yeah.
You don't have to have either one or the other. Open your horizons up. If you got the money to buy another drone, why not give it Autel a shot?
Yeah.
You might find a good case use scenario for each one.
Well, the Ron's got the right attitude. He's checked them all out. I know Ron. He doesn't just willy-nilly. He's checked them all out. And so if he was thinking about buying an Autel, just like AZ, if AZ recommends an Autel, because I've been flying DJI for the last 10 years,
I've been very finicky throughout my entire photography career on cameras, lenses. I used to use the medium formats, Zeiss lenses. Like I had the Mamiya 6. I don't know if Paul, you probably remember the medium formats. I had the Mamiya 645 and a Contax 645.
Wow.
Both of them had to this day, I almost regret selling them because, man, the picture quality was just, I've never seen anything like it to this day. But even like, I've got the one Sony video camera right now that I'm probably going to sell. I bought it. I thought about a year ago that I was going to start getting into some heavy duty work with the balloon people and the Chamber of Commerce down in the one town, and none of it turned out. It's a $3,000 video camera.
Ooh.
And I'm probably going to sell it.
Oh, Chuck, just man up and get one.
So,
I'm using it, so I'm going to hoping to get maybe 2,500 for it. It's a phenomenal camera. Shoots dual SD cards at the same time, and
Is that the one that does like 150,000 frames a second?
Yeah.
What is that? What is it? 9,000? Did you say?
no, that's the Sony that shoots 960.
Yeah. Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, you can get some pretty phenomenal slow. And this, I usually really don't take it much past 480, but even 480 is just, it's pretty damn sweet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna go hit the gym before work. So
Okay, Ron. Well, thanks for your
Yeah.
input. Like I say, I don't know what to do. I'm still going to be thinking about it, but I just didn't know if I wanted to go backwards to an older Inspire versus going forward with new technology.
TJ
If I
doesn't
re-
have a drum. Wrench?
Justin, has a good point. Don't necessarily stick with, just because it's DJI. I realize they're the 800-pound gorilla in the room, but you may find, uses for both. Like you said, there's that one little spot that DJI gives you a hard time with.
Yeah.
Geofence. And I'll tell you what, I honestly, Paul,
I suck at making
I think
quesadillas.
with any of the drones right
Cheese
now,
melted all the way in your
which
fucking
one you
So?
got? I don't think you're going to be disappointed in the camera quality. I really don't.
Yeah.
They fly a little different, but not that,
Well,
nothing.
the other thing that I have to consider is I've got used to flying with the smart controller.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can buy a smart controller for Autel, but they're $1,200.
Yeah. I don't know if the Nano Plus or the Lite, I'd have to research on them, but I'll tell you one thing that was nice on the Evo 1, you could fly with or without a phone and or pad, iPad or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you what, the connectivity, holy shit, you could be out of your car. If you had your drone set up in your back seat, there's many a times I pulled over on the side of the road, less than 1 minute, I'm in the air.
What's up,
Full
Mia?
And video up. Now, I generally would not fly that in that mode anywhere far. I'd keep it in my direct eyesight, so where it's maybe only a couple hundred yards away. Because if you're out on a bright sunny day, that little tiny screen on the controller is hard to see. But I'll tell you what, if you want something fast and now,
Yeah.
that's awesome. God, I love that.
Yeah, but look what AZ put. He said the remote's not for the Lite or Nano, for Evo 2 only.
Oh, it's the Evo 2 only? Okay.
But
Yeah.
this is what I'm hearing from everybody, right? Paul and Chuck. Well, I'm used to just fucking get it and send it.
Pull the band off. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's just so well, I'm used to this. Well, you might open your eyes and open yourself to a whole new horizon of
Yeah.
something that you might enjoy.
Yeah. All righty, guys. Well, I'm going to pop out.
All right.
Maybe catch you tomorrow night.
all right, Ron, have fun at the gym.
Yeah.
Mia, it is quesadillas.
One more night. Hopefully it'll go a little better than last night. I was stabbing at the prison last night. So we're not playing well with each other. But, oh well. Well, guys,
Were you talking about the deer?
no, I was
Oh, an actual prison.
called out to one of the prisons, and apparently they were not getting along. Someone got shot.
Did you land in the courtyard like in the movies or what? Really? Oh, man.
Yeah, it was dark, you know. I landed in that one in Soledad. That's the federal prison in Southern California. We
Yeah.
landed there in the yard, and you could see all the different types of folks, you know, in their little groups. Yeah, there was a riot at the Soledad prison. There was, I think, 15 ambulances and about 8 helicopters.
Oh, wow.
I bet you like feel like just like awesome every time you step off that helicopter in front of people, huh? I bet it's just an awesome feeling of like, I got a badass job.
You know, I'll be honest with you, Justin, the one and only time that I really had that thought in my mind was when I left Pennsylvania and I went all the way to California. I was scared shitless. I accepted this job that wasn't a whole lot more money. I'm going from mediocre lifestyle to high expense California.
Thank you, Paul, for making me a moderator.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was about to block him.
And I didn't, you know, like, did I make the right decision? You know, and I questioned that for a couple of weeks until we got the one big gigantic accident. And we landed on the highway. We were about the 4th helicopter in. It's that guy that put the police on a big chase. His wife and son were in an accident in the morning. Son was killed. The husband came into the hospital, threatened to kill the wife. And then he took the police on a high-speed chase up, can't remember if it was the 8 or the 5. It's one of the big high-speed 8-lane highway roads in California. But he had like 15 cop cars. CHP was behind him. And then he went up the interstate purposely the wrong direction, got at the off-ramp where his son was killed, and that's where he floored it at about 120 mile an hour. And he took out, I don't know how many cars. But we landed on the highway. I got out, and for as far as the eye could see, you see nothing but fire trucks, wrecked cars, police cars, one police car on fire, medical equipment, ambulances. You saw it for this. And I stepped out and I just stood there. And my preceptor looked at me. He goes, "You okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay." That's when I realized, like, this is what I do. This is what I came here for. And yes, now I realize I made that right decision. You know.
Do you miss it?
Miss.
Well, no, absolutely not. I'll speak for Ron on that.
Oh, the
California. Do you miss California?
You know, funny. Last couple of days, yes. One of my partners is going. She's taking off next week. I just wrote her up an entire itinerary. She's going to be going to Shoshone Falls up near Sean Edge FPV. She's starting out there, and then I'm taking her down into Nevada, Interstate 80 over to Lake Tahoe, down through Lake Tahoe into Yosemite National Park, Yosemite down into Sequoia and Kings Canyon, and then from there over to LA to see her brother. But I mapped her out an entire route, every place to stop and see, and you got to see this place, go to that place, and, you know. So yeah, I thought about it because I used to go into Yosemite every 2 weeks. We used to land in Yosemite National Park, you know, in the helicopter, and yeah, those parts I miss. The crime, the high cost of living, no, I don't miss. Well,
like I tell people, California is a beautiful state, but the way it's ran, I have no desire to live there.
It's just, you know, it's the 8 that goes west to east, right? And the 5 goes north to south.
No, because I think the 5 goes into Arizona from San Diego, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But I think that's the 5 is the one that goes from San Diego into Arizona. AZ would actually know that.
Oh, no, it has to, because the 5 goes all the way up into Northern California.
Yeah, it goes up the coast.
Yeah, that's right, because I took the 5.
It might go down there and hook and go across over to Arizona.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the 5, when you get down into San Diego, I think that's what you take to go into Havasu, Lake Havasu, but I could be wrong. Like I said, AZ would know because he lives in Arizona. I'm sure he's.
Let me look.
Like I said, I could be wrong. I just can't remember offhand. I know the 15 and 40 real well, but
Hey, Mia, welcome.
The 5 goes, 5 goes. Yeah, 5 goes north to south.
okay, so that's not the same one I'm thinking of.
That was right. Yeah, so it was the 8.
Is
Now,
the
when it
8
gets
the
down
one?
south, does it hook and go back east then, or no?
What's the highway that goes from Arizona? I think it goes from Havasu to San Diego.
I think that's the 15 out of San Diego. Yeah, it is the 8.
The 8?
Out of San Diego.
And it goes in Arizona, right?
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
so I just had them mixed up then. Okay.
Had it backwards, yeah.
Yeah, I kept thinking it was the 5 that went from San Diego to Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, we figured it out, AZ.
Yep, yep, it is the 8. Yep.
Okay.
I see the 8 going all the way through Yuma. Yeah.
And they
The
go-
8 south of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, AZ, what they're talking about, they were trying to figure out, was it the 5 that goes north and south, or was it the 8 that goes north and south, and vice versa? Which one goes east and west?
Yeah.
AZ said 10.
All righty, guys. I better boogie.
Okay, Ron. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Are you going to go working out right now?
Yeah, he's
What's that?
gonna go work out.
Yeah, it's just in your garage, right?
Well,
Or
you
you
gotta
at the
remember,
apartment?
TJ, he's 2 hours difference in time.
Yeah.
Are you at your house or the apartment?
I'm at the apartment, but
Oh, okay.
it's only 5 minutes away, and it's only 5:20, and I don't have to be to work till 8.
Don't they have a gym at the apartment? No?
Yeah, it's pretty crappy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Ball's seen the gym I go to.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Place is huge. $20 a month. It's worth it.
$20 a month, and the place is like an auditorium, for Christ's sake.
Oh, it's huge.
yeah,
Huge.
I kept thinking it was the 5, not the 8. I couldn't remember which one it was.
All righty, guys. We'll have a good
Okay,
day.
Ron, have a good workout, buddy. You're going in at 8 and you work all the way through 24 or what?
Just till tomorrow morning at 8, and then I'm homebound.
Oh,
I gotta go home
Yeah,
tomorrow, get ready, and I leave Thursday morning, probably, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock. I'll pull out of town and start heading to Denver.
what time is your flight out of Denver?
5:30 Friday morning.
Okay. So you'll overnight it down there.
Yeah. I found a hotel, like what they call park and stay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It was $122 for the hotel and 6 days of parking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they shuttle you too, right?
Yeah. Back and forth. Yep, too, at the airport.
What do you do? Just got to tip the driver, do you?
Yeah.
That means your truck is going to be unsecured in a parking lot
Oh, Justin.
for a few days.
Thanks, buddy.
Ron will be worried about that the whole time now.
For real, Ron, I hope to God you don't come back and find a dent in your door because I didn't do it.
Well, I'll probably be parking somewhere close to where there's a camera.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going to go in and tell him to watch out.
Well, most likely, if they got shuttles and all that, they probably have security on in the lot.
It is.
So,
Alrighty,
yeah,
Hey, Ron, we'll see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's funny.
Mm.
TJ, so what have you been up to, TJ?
Not too much. Just I work today. I'm off tomorrow. Gonna go over to Uncle Bill, or not Uncle Bill's, Uncle Ray's house tomorrow. Go do some flying and some fishing. We were gonna go to over to some pier over across the way, but nobody really wanted to go.
Did you see what AZ said? He said,
Oh,
TJ, leave Bill and his girlfriend alone.
Yeah. Because what happened was, I don't know. I thought Bill was normally uses Zoom to do the thing, but I guess he did StreamYard instead, and I don't know. It was just the 3 of us, and then Dre came on, and then after Dre left, it was just Bill, myself, and
What's his name?
yeah, what's his name? Yeah,
You talking about Jim Bowshark?
yeah, Jim. Yeah,
Oh,
Jimmy.
sure.
Yeah, Jimmy. And for some reason, like StreamYard kicked me off again. I was like, why is it kicking me off when it's just like 3 of us?
Well, Justin's got a deal what time is it? Nighttime you freeze up?
It's at 6:43 every night. My internet goes out for
6:43
30
every
seconds.
night. You freeze for how long? About 10
About 30. Well, it's about 20 to 30 seconds, just depends. But it's
And
like
it
the same
starts right
time.
back up again.
Yeah, every night it does it the same exact time.
Like even like when I'm on a stream with Maddie or any of those guys, like if it's just like 3 of us, like I'll be fine. But then when more people come on, then it starts kicking me off.
Well, this is a difference, TJ, too, right? Is Zoom, you can download the app on your phone, right? And you can go straight. No, Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Zoom,
yeah.
you can download the app straight to your phone. So you're going to the live through the app, right? But when you're using StreamYard, you're actually going through an internet browser to get to StreamYard.
Oh.
So
true.
it's a little bit worse on connection. So
Oh,
if you don't have good internet connection or a really good device, StreamYard really sucks.
Well,
Like
I mean, I have an iPhone, so I mean, and a tablet, so I don't like both.
yeah, but StreamYard's Ron has a lot of issues with his iPad and his iPhone on StreamYard. He has a lot of it's just the Apple stuff for some reason. When it comes to the phones and tablets, it doesn't vibe with StreamYard very well.
Huh.
You're not the only one that's had that issue. You need to get yourself an actual computer.
Yeah. Like we're trying to get I have a laptop, an Apple laptop. Would that?
Why not? Why don't you use that?
I don't know, because it's just like
That would work a hell of a lot better. They don't have issues with the Apple computers. It's just StreamYard has some problem for some reason with the Apple phones and the Apple tablets.
not an Apple laptop.
No, because Ron's never had real issues on his laptop. It's always been the freaking phone and the tablet he's had issues on.
Well, I don't know. The laptop I have is just really old, and the sound quality just really sucks on it.
I mean,
No shots is in the chat.
but I mean, honestly, if you're wanting to do a lot of live streams, like you're always on everybody's live streams, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and invest in yourself in a good $300-400 computer, not a Chromebook, an actual PC.
Right.
Get you a new computer, and dude, to get you like a studio mic and a camera and all that, for everything to set up a decent little studio for you to be on everybody's live stream, you'd probably be looking at about $600 to $700, depending on how much you want to spend. Your computer's the biggest purchase.
Yeah, because you know, 5 and Below has all those, like you have, like a microphone and all that.
No, don't go with that.
No.
When it comes to like if you're wanting a good camera and a good microphone, don't go with the cheap
5 and
stuff.
Below.
Because like this is a Yeti mic. These range from $70 to $100.
Oh.
And then the camera I have is this Logitech C920. So that's why I said go with
Quality.
Yeah, don't go because see that's the thing is I went with a cheap camera and I went with a shitty mic, and everybody was always complaining about my mic quality sounding like crap. So it's just better, just right off the top, just get the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think yours sounds pretty good actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So go like, and the booms aren't expensive at all. These are like you can get a boom for like $20 off Amazon.
What the UE booms you're talking about?
The boom that holds the mic.
Boom mic.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
the Yeti mic does come with a nice little heavy stand too. If you don't have a boom,
Yeah.
it does come with a nice little stand if you just want to have it on the desk.
Oh.
But like I said, your biggest purchase to set up a decent little studio, because you seem to enjoy going on the live streams and all that.
Yeah.
So get yourself. Your biggest purchase is going to be a decent computer, and then just get you a decent camera and a decent mic. you'd be looking at $600-700.
Well, that's not too bad.
I mean, it's a good chunk of change, right? Though I'm not saying by any means that's a lot of people. That's a paycheck.
Yeah, we
But-
were at we walked into Brandsmart one day, and that place is pretty awesome in there. I'll probably find some good stuff in there.
Well, and the great thing about the Logitech camera and the Yeti mic is they're both Logitech products.
Right.
So you can download the G Hub onto your computer, and that gives you all the manual controls for both of them. Plus, it will update your stuff automatically for you. Every
Right.
time a new update comes out, it will update it all for you. The mic will get updates, and so will the camera.
Man, you should come over in my neck of the woods one day and take me shopping for that stuff.
I mean, honestly, if you got the money and you really want to go get it, I would definitely help you out.
Hey, TJ.
I mean, I could just tell you what to buy too over the internet. I mean,
he's
I
gonna
don't know.
he's gonna be in your neighborhood for the drone meetup.
Yeah. Maybe we can go look at some shit this weekend or whatever.
Like I said, it's $600-700. That's all. By any means, I don't think that's
I mean,
a
because
small amount of money, because most people that could be a paycheck, right?
I mean, all Matt uses
But-
is his laptop, and he's got his headphones. That's all he.
Well, I'm saying, but do you want to just go?
I mean, but like I have a spare bedroom that we kind of we're trying to turn into like a, I guess, like office / studio kind of deal.
There you go.
Taking us time to do this shit. So,
But I'm saying, do you want to go kind of just basic with the headset, like a gaming headset, or do you want to have a nice mic? And I mean, it's really what you want to do.
it would be nice to have like a setup like you have. And I went over to my cousin's. I was over at my cousin's house one day, and he might be coming to the meetup as well. And he lives over in what was it?
Oh, AZ had a question for you, Paul.
Okay, what is AZA?
I mean, you could go with just the headset too. It's really how much you want to spend and what you want to portray as when you're doing your live stream. You
Yeah.
want like a green screen ain't nothing. You can get those for like $10-15 off Amazon.
Yeah.
AZ,
Yeah.
I'm kind of up in the air, and I'm looking seriously at the Evo Nano Plus.
And the 2-pack, is he sending me one? He gets $30 off if he buys two.
Hey, AZ, what color did you get?
I think he got, well, in the light, I think he got both colors.
Because they've
I'm not
got
sure about that
classic orange, deep space gray, blazing red, or Arctic white.
Go with the orange. That's the standard. That's the Alltel. That's what makes an Alltel stand out, is that
Well,
orange. that they do.
and on that thing that he sent me, I'll show you guys.
I would go with the orange if it was mine, only because it stands out.
Okay, here's the classic orange, right? Here's your choices. Orange, deep space gray. The other two are not available.
Well, the deep space
No, don't-
gray, it looks too much like a DJI.
Yeah,
I
just
think
go with
I like the classic orange
Yeah.
because that's what DJI or that's what Alltels are known for. Everybody knows that an Alltel is that bright orange. Like that's
The
their
only thing
trademark.
I'm not really liking is you got to put screws in each one of the props. and not
Oh,
quick
that's
Oh yeah,
that's so minor though. I mean, how often are you going to change
Alright.
those bites, Paul?
everybody will be up in the air before you because you're sitting there you're too busy putting the damn screw.
Oh my God, it's not that big of a deal.
Dude, that's so stupid.
I know, like I hate it too, but I mean, honestly, how often do you really change your blades? You're not doing it every other week. That's
Well,
something you may do
oh,
every 6 months.
I wouldn't use that bag either. I would. I'd get a hard case for it, but
Honestly, you could always sell the bag and get some money for that
yeah.
because people will still buy the bags and stuff. Because I guarantee you that Alltel bag probably on their website, if you can buy it, probably is $100.
And if
Not
I
sure
order
that.
right now, you get free 4 gifts.
That's the only time you have to change your blades is if you break them or crash into
Throw 'em
something.
up.
Well, it's good to, every 6 months or so probably to change them out anyway, just from warping and natural,
Oh, the other thing
the
that's nice
natural
about it is
elements.
it's sub 250 too.
because natural elements could cause your blades to warp too. You know what I'm saying? So it's to me, as cheap as props are, it doesn't hurt to change them out every, especially if you're flying a lot. It probably wouldn't hurt to change them out every 6 months, but I mean, that takes probably a whole 20 minutes to change those blades out. It's not that big of a deal. I've done it on the Mini too.
What does this mean? 10 kilometers or 2.7 K transmission?
I think the 2.7K is their terminology for their transmission strength, and obviously the 10 kilometers is how far it can go. Yeah, the distance.
Mike Henrik says hit buy now.
I'll be back in a minute.
Uh-huh.
I got to get off here, Paul. I got some stuff I got to get done.
Okay.
I didn't realize what time it was.
Justin, a quick question. So I was watching the video that you did, JD and Associates.
Oh yeah.
Were you reading a script during that?
Yeah. Sarah.
Video. I was like, he must be reading a script.
I came up with the idea, and then Sarah wrote the script for it.
Sarah's the producer.
And I only did it in I think 3 takes it took me to do it.
Oh, I like how you had the glasses and the suit and everything. That was pretty.
Well, it was just a nice sweater that I had, like a dress sweater. Because I don't have any suits or ties or anything, so I didn't have anything to put on.
Like a suit thing on it.
I was gonna do that, but I didn't. I obviously didn't have one of those, and I was trying to get the video out as quick as I could.
Hello, Curtis. Curtis darts in the chat.
But I'll see you guys later. I got to jump off here.
Okay, Justin.
You guys have a good night. Most likely I'll be on with you in the morning, Paul, because I have a 2-hour drive just one way. So
all right, sounds good, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Goodbye, man. Good night, everybody.
See you, Justin. So where's Hodges at?
He had to go take a sign down because he has 2 signs, and one was at one end of the county that way, the other was at the other county. So he'll do one today and another one tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha.
Because he's still got to drive bus in the morning and in the afternoon. So
right on.
Yep.
I'm feeding my face with chicken nuggets.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
You enjoy them, but the chickens were committed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
So anyway, yeah, Paul's out and about, and so.
Whoops. Hold on. Uh-oh. What happened? Shit.
That's okay, TG. I think it's a sign. I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, there it was. There it is.
Oh, you're back. Okay, good.
Yeah. I must have swiped left or swiped right or hit something or whatever.
Did you see what AZ said? TJ had to go take a dump.
Yeah. Man, I probably went today about 2 or 3 times today. I was like, man, I got to shit again.
Yeah.
That's funny. Having a meeting with the Browns. Have you eaten dinner yet or anything?
No.
What's on your end of the menu?
Oh, I don't know. I've got a leftover fish sandwich from Burger King that they were 2 for $5 this week.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Oh, when all else fails, put a frozen pizza in the oven.
Yeah, I got one of those too. But the thing of it is you're going to find as you get older, TJ, you don't like to mess with anything. If it doesn't go in the microwave for 30 seconds, you're not cooking it,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like that now. I don't like to be over a stove waiting for something to cook. It's like, man,
Yep.
I'm so hungry. I just want something now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking, and Curtis is gonna blow the whistle on me.
Uh.
Says he's calling Lynn.
Yeah, I was watching something on YouTube with Matt's channel, like how many he was showing like different live streams he was doing. I think it was like with Matt and Chris from Sunrise Water Media.
Yeah.
And I guess he was showing like how well he was doing and all this stuff and like all these other things. It was pretty cool though. But yeah, everybody, I mean, it just takes time for your channel to grow. I mean, everybody's progressing, but we're all progressing. So it just takes time.
Right. So AZ, the camera on that Autel is about the same quality as on the Mavic 2, right? Or the Mavic Mini 2. Because they're in the same genre as far as weight, 249 grams. So they're sub 250. So anyway, TJ, I think we're going to call it a day.
All righty. Sounds good.
Hey, thanks for popping in, buddy. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see you again next time. You stay out of trouble till then.
All right. We'll do.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Curtis, we'll see you again next time. AZ, thanks for the info, buddy. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Oh, AZ, better quality. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. I'm just thinking about, I have the Mini 2 sitting over here. I don't fly it. Here I am going to buy another sub 249 gram. The pluses for keeping the Mini 2 is the fact that it has zoom and the fact that I can fly it with my smart controller. So, okay, catch y'all next time. Mia, thank you. Bob Glazer, Mike Rennick, take care. We'll see everybody again.